Once upon a time, in the vibrant town of Ogwashoko, nestled in the heart of Igbo land, there lived a couple named Ngozi and Okoro. They were respected members of their community, known not only for their prosperity, but also for their benevolence and compassion towards others. However, their most cherished possession was their only son, Obinna. Ngozi had endured years of anguish and heartache in her quest to conceive a child. For 6 long years, she and Okoro grappled with the cruel grip of infertility, enduring countless consultations with traditional healers and modern physicians alike. Despite their tireless efforts, their home remained void of the laughter and innocence that only a child could bring. Frustrated and disheartened, Ngozi embarked on a pilgrimage to a revered river goddess, seeking solace and divine intervention. It was there, beneath the ancient boughs of a sacred tree, that she made a solemn vow, promising offerings of gratitude should her prayers be answered. Miraculously, Ngozi's fervent prayers were heard, and she soon found herself with child. Overjoyed by this divine blessing, she spared no expense in ensuring her unborn child well-being, lavishing him with love and attention even before his arrival. On a grist morning in the heart of the dry season, amidst the jubilant cries of villagers and the rhythmic beat of drums, Obinna was born. His arrival was celebrated as a miracle, a testament to the power of faith and the enduring strength of a mother's love. From the moment he drew his first breath, Obinna was doted upon by his parents and adored by all who laid eyes upon him. Ngozi, in his boundless affection, spared no expense in fulfilling her son's every whim and desire, indulging him with gifts and treats beyond measure. As Obinna grew older, his mischievous nature began to manifest itself in subtle ways. At first, it was harmless pranks and playful antics, the innocent mischief of a curious child, exploring the world around him. However, as he matured, so too did the severity of his transgressions. It began with small stealing, a coin here, a sweet there, innocent enough to be dismissed as the harmless transgressions of youth. Yet, as Obinna's appetite for mischief grew, so too did the audacity of his crime. Soon he was fishing money from his mother's purse and sweets from the local market, his actions shrouded in secrecy and deceit. Despite the tepid signs of her son's errant behavior, Ngozi remained steadfast in her denial, unwilling to acknowledge the harsh truth that lay before her. Blinded by her unwavering love for Obinna, she chose instead to deflect blame onto others, shielding her son from the consequences of his actions. Time and again, Ngozi maids bore the brunt of Obinna's misdeeds, falsely accused and unjustly punished for crimes they did not commit. And yet, even as whispers of Obinna's indiscretions spread throughout the community, Ngozi remained resolute in her defense of her son, steadfastly refusing to entertain the notion that he could be capable of such wrongdoing. It was only when a vision appeared to Ngozi in the dead of night, a spectral apparition bearing a dear warning of impending tragedy, that she was forced to confront the truth. Startled from her slumber, her heart pounding with fear, Ngozi was shaken to her core by the chilling admonition of the divine messenger. You sow the seeds of your own sorrow. The apparition intoned, its voice a haunting echo in the stillness of the night. Beware, lest your love become your undoing, for a reckoning awaits those who refuse to see. Shaken but undeterred, Ngozi dismissed the vision as a figment of her imagination, a trick of the mind, conjured by the weight of her worries. And yet, try as she might to shake the spectre from her thoughts, its words lingered like a shadow, casting a pall of unease over her once unwavering resolve. As the years passed and Obinna blossomed into adolescence, his penchant for mischief evolved into something altogether more sinister. No longer content with mere petty theft, she began to steal larger sums of money from unsuspecting victims, his actions growing bolder and more brazen by each passing day. Despite her husband's growing concern and the whispers of condemnation that swirled around them, Ngozi remained steadfast in her defense of her son, her love blinding her to the truth that lay before her. And so, in the face of mounting evidence and the stern warnings of those who dared to speak out, she persisted in her folly, unable or unwilling to acknowledge the darkness that had taken root in her son's heart. It was on the eve of the Afro market, a bustling spectacle of commerce and trade that drew merchants and traders from far and wide, that tragedy finally struck. In a moment of brazen audacity, Obinna seized upon an opportunity to enrich himself at the expense of another, his greed eclipsing whatever semblance of conscience remained within him. Caught in the act by his victim, a prominent shoes trader named Okafor, Obinna's crime was soon exposed for all to see. In a fury of righteous indignation, the community rose up against him, their anger fueled by years of pent-up frustration and simmer resentment, as cries of "Thief! Thief!" echoed through the crowded market. A frenzied mob descended upon Obinna, their wrath as swift and merciless as the blade of a guillotine. Despite his mother's desperate pleas and his father's valiant attempts to intervene, Obinna was seized by the hands of justice, his fate sealed by the weight of his sins. "Let's burn him alive," someone shouted from the angry crowd. Please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell for part 2 of this story.